am Anita, and this is my story. I married Henry when I was 24. He was everything I thought I wanted: kind, funny, and ambitious. I loved him deeply, and we dreamed of a future together. But life is not always as perfect as we imagine. Henry had big dreams of starting his own business, but money was tight. I had a steady job as a manager in a large company. Over time, my job became the backbone of our family. At first, Henry didn't mind. He said he was proud of me. But things began to change. The beginning of tension. As I climbed higher in my career, I worked longer hours. Late meetings, weekend trips, and constant calls became part of my life. Henry started to complain. "You're never home anymore, Anita," he said one night. "I'm doing this for us," I replied, exhausted. "Once things settle, we'll be fine." But things never settled. Henry grew distant. He didn't say much during dinner anymore, and when I asked, he would shrug it off. "I'm fine," he'd say, but I knew he wasn't. One evening, I returned home earlier than expected. I walked into our bedroom and found Henry on the phone, laughing softly. I asked him who he was talking to, but he avoided my eyes. "It's just a friend," he said. "What friend?" I pressed. "Don't start, Anita," he snapped and walked out of the room. My heart raced. Something was wrong. The truth came out 2 months later. Henry had been seeing someone else. Her name was Angela, and she was nothing like me. She was quiet, always available, and didn't have a demanding career. When I confronted him, he didn't even deny it. "You pushed me away," he said. "You chose your job over our marriage." I felt like my world had shattered. The man I sacrificed so much for had betrayed me. For weeks, I couldn't eat or sleep. My mind was filled with anger and bitterness. I wanted him to feel the pain he had caused me. I stopped supporting his business, cut off all financial help, and filed for separation. He begged me to reconsider. "Please, Anita, I made a mistake," he said, tears streaming down his face. "Now you know how it feels," I replied coldly. Months passed, and the anger began to fade. I realized I wasn't entirely blameless. My career had consumed me, and I had ignored the cracks in our marriage. Henry's betrayal was wrong, but I had failed to nurture our relationship. I started therapy to heal and understand myself better. One evening, Henry showed up at my office. He looked tired and broken. "I miss us, Anita," he said. "I miss the woman I fell in love with. I know I hurt you, but I want to make things right." I stared at him for a long time. Part of me wanted to walk away, but another part remembered the love we once shared. "I don't know if I can trust you again," I said honestly. "Let me earn it," he replied. It wasn't easy, but we decided to start over. We attended counseling sessions, set boundaries, and made time for each other. Henry worked hard to rebuild my trust, and I made an effort to balance my career and family. Slowly, we found our way back to each other. Our story taught me that love requires work, sacrifice, and forgiveness. It's easy to take each other for granted, but relationships thrive when both partners are committed. Today, Henry and I are stronger than ever. Our love was tested, but we chose to fight for it. And that, I believe, is the true meaning of commitment.